Today I'm reacting to TikToks about watches and people talking about watches on TikTok. Basically people that are lying or they're basically son of a bitches.
We're gonna expose a few fake watch boys on this.
Fake watch boys, let her have it. There's already a boy, there's one of those boyos already there on my screen acting like his daddy Billy Big Balls. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the...
Let's try this again.
Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel now. Over 50% of the viewers are not subscribed. If you all subscribed, we would have already been at like 20 million subscribers. So can you get your ass in gear and subscribe now, please? It would mean, all joking aside, it would mean a lot to me, less to Johnny, because Johnny doesn't give a f anymore. If you want Johnny still in a job, make sure you subscribe now. Let's get stuck in these Egypts. Yeah, nearly. Oh yeah, buy your watch from prideandbeing.com. Like this stuff.
Only real watches.
Only real watches, real ballers. Ranking the top 3 lamest Rolexes a man can own. Well, there's not a lame Rolex doesn't exist. And a guy sitting there in an old Bentley, this is gonna be a disaster, isn't it?
Oh, you wanna know the top 3 lamest Rolexes a guy can
No, not really, to be honest.
possibly have? Let's go, I got 3. Coming in at number 3, we have the Hulk. This is the most overrated watch Rolex makes. It looks like a toy that you could have gotten at the bottom of a cereal box. Anyone that has a Hulk, I judge on their decision-making capabilities.
Says a guy that's wearing his Rolex, if it is actually real, because I can't really see it from this, on his right arm. You know that is actually known in the world as you're gay. If you wear your watch, it's like the reverse pineapple on a room or a cruise ship. It means you're a swinger. Wearing your Rolex on your right arm means you're gay. It's the same thing. You're saying that you're gay. So, and this is actually a thing, by the way. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, this is how people then communicate. Oh, you're gay too. Yeah. You see what I mean? So listen, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's what it means. Talking about the lamest watch that Rolex makes is also incorrect. Rolex doesn't make the Hulk, and they haven't made the Hulk in a gazillion years, so I don't know what this guy is talking about.
This is the most overrated watch Rolex makes. It looks like a toy that you could have gotten at
Like, this is the problem when people start talking and they just want to do this for engagement. Rolex doesn't make the Hulk. The Hulk has not been produced in like 100 years. Like, it's discontinued. What are you talking about? They're not making that watch, so shut the f up.
Number 2 is the Milgauss. No one likes this watch. Rolex created this to like appeal to nerdy, sciencey guys. It's a bold marketing strategy. Like, I want people that aren't cool to wear my brand.
This guy, mate, what is he talking about? The Milgauss is insane. The Milgauss was first introduced in 1956, and the word mil means 1,000. Gauss is a metric, so it was resistant for 1,000 Gauss. And this was really important in laboratories, like the CERN laboratories or power plants. There wasn't another watch that was able to do what the Milgauss did. We're talking about one of the most important lines Rolex ever produced. Like, it's actually insane. Let me put it this way. If you find the full original, untouched Milgauss, reference number, well, if we refer to the first Milgauss, which was the 6541, that will be worth about 10 times his net worth. That's what it is. This guy has absolute no idea what he's talking about.
Number 1 is the Joe Biden. Need I say more? This is an Oyster Perpetual, or a Datejust with a fluted bezel. This has to be the ugliest watch Rolex has ever made, and of course your boy Joe Biden wears one.
It's not even a fluted bezel. It's a domed bezel. It's a Rolex Datejust with a dome bezel and a Jubilee bracelet, and it's a belter of a watch. Stop talking about watches. It's not your field, but you've succeeded in something. You got some attention from people. Well done. Now, bring your rental back, or maybe buy a car less than 10 years old. Hold on. Before we get into the next, yeah, you need to have a look at the new IFL watch. Man and IFL collaborated. It's an absolute belter. Every dial is hand painted. There are only 200 watches produced. You need to get it now. First link in the description. IFL, I love you. And now we go to the next section, but go! First link in the description now. IFL, let her have it.
It's time to buy a big boy watch. I have been eyeing out Grand Seiko for a long time and being in Japan, the range of Grand Seiko watches here were insane. I was honest.
Insane.
It took me over 30 minutes to narrow down my decision to these 3 watches. There's the Snowflake, a simple yet elegant white dial that would just be super
Snowflake? Woke nonsense.
I just wanted to say that myself, Johnny. Yeah, Snowflake is, yeah, that's for snowflakes, isn't it?
Then there was the limited edition red dial. Seeing this thing in person, It looks insane, but I just don't know when I would wear it. Finally, there's the Shunbun in baby pink and with a textured cherry blossom dial. After seeing this on my wrist, I knew what I had to do.
I'd rather have my teeth like this than wear a Grand Seiko. But listen, give your man props. He goes to Japan. Of course, that's the place where you buy a Grand Seiko. It is what it is. Listen, mate. It's not a bad watch. Like,
Would you buy one in Japan?
Yeah. I own a Grand Seiko as well, to be fair. But it's just the Grand Seiko fanboys, which are absolute hilarious. Like, the watches aren't bad. They're very overpriced, but that's about it. It's more the people that are on forums and and wear Grand Seiko on their clothing, and it's like, it's just like, it's this cult. It's nuts, and I've never seen anything like it.
Here's what watch you should be wearing at every age. At 18, you get your first entry-level watch with either a Tissot or a Citizen.
Like it. Good choice.
From ages 20 to 25, you should have a Grand Seiko Tudor or a Tag.
Definitely a Tudor or a Tag, yeah, for sure.
At 30 by now, you should have your first Rolex with either a Submariner or a Daytona.
Submariner. Daytona at 30 is a wee bit excessive, but I like where you're going. Yachtmaster could be a really good option, or even a Datejust, mate.
At 40, you made it into the big leagues and should have 2 Richard Milles, 1 for each wrist.
I'm 54. I wear 2 Richard Milles every day.
And at 50, you want that old money look with either a Audemars Piguet or a Patek Philippe.
Audemars Piguet. I have not heard that before. I like this. Yeah, no, listen, half accurate, but like when you're 50 and wear an AP, no. You want an AP at the age of 30. You want a Rolex, maybe even between 25 and 30. So yeah, listen, I don't care. Just buy what you like, and it doesn't matter even if you cannot afford a Rolex. It doesn't matter. Buy what you like. But yeah, Grand Seiko is a wee bit of a tricky one.
Guys, the fact that I'm driving a literal house
I seen this. I sent you this. This is f***ing nuts.
around you while wearing a Rolex.
You're not wearing a Rolex, big man. That's a fake watch. I forwarded you this on, Johnny. When I saw that, I nearly f***ing spat out laughing.
Around you while wearing a Rolex should make you really uncomfortable. What the f*** are you doing with your life, bro? I'm driving a car worth your whole life, wearing a watch worth your whole year. What the f*** are you doing with your life, bro? Get at it and lock in. You're behind. And I'm only 18 too.
It's so f***ing embarrassing. You're behind. Bruv, your car is absolutely worth a maximum of 20k. That's an old Cayman, a Cayman, or whatever the f***, or Cayenne, or what, a Cayman, whatever the f***. Thing is, car's worth at a maximum 20k, right? Probably from your mom and dad. And that watch on your wrist is fake. That's not a real Rolex. That's a fake Rolex. So what are you doing, you absolute fruit? Let's be very clear. You're acting Billy Big Balls because you want to sell something, probably because you're 18 and you're a loser and you've watched too many TikToks of people making money. You're a nobody, mate. And at this rate, you will end up like a nobody. It's not important what you do. It's important who you are. And what you are is very insecure. Well, basically everything was wrong with society. Flexing a fake watch. Who the f*** do you think you are?
Get at it and lock in. You're behind. And I'm only 18 too.
It does make me really uncomfortable. Like, you make me really uncomfortable. You're trying to flex while you're flexing with a very old Porsche, which is worth all. I can actually, with this watch, I could probably buy about 25 of your cars. This watch is so fake. This is like the cheapest fake you can buy. This is like turkey cheap, $40 cheap. I can see that because of the lugs. I can see that because of the end links. I can see that because of everything. The bezel's wrong of it, so I can see that. If it's not, this resembles a 16233, which is worth about £4,000. It's a lot of money, £4,000, but that's not a flex watch. When I was 18, I couldn't afford nothing. At least I was a good human being. F*** off.
Buy a Rolex. Get into debt if you have to. You should bet on yourself. And when you buy a Rolex, what you're telling the world is, you know what, I got this. I'm gonna make it back.
I like that. I had that attitude when I bought my first Ferrari. I swear on my life, right? This is how it went. It was just after the first lockdown. I couldn't stop thinking about a Ferrari. I got a finance deal approved and I had to put £25,000 down and £1,500 a month. The car was £209,000, right? My grey A12. And I think at the moment I had 40 grand in the bank. I spent that 25k on that car and I paid 1,600 quid a month. That was my first Ferrari and I was like, I don't care. I want it, I need it. It will push me so hard that I need to make this money back. Rest is history, I'm still broke.
Like, if you have exactly 10K in your bank account, go ahead and buy a Datejust. I feel like this is gonna put a fire under you to just perform.
I ask that to people sometimes. How much was your bank balance when you bought your first big boy watch? Like, I'm very curious because I literally spent 80% of my bank balance on my Omega Speedmaster at the time. Very irresponsible. Like, I'm a very irresponsible person.
I feel like if you're buying a Datejust and you have 10k in the bank, it's not the worst thing you could buy.
No. You can always liquidate it back. Like, it's an easy watch to liquidate.
At the end of the day, this is an abundance mindset. So you're thinking that you can pull more funds after you make that purchase. You not making that purchase is you telling the world, you know what? 10K is all I can make. I don't have the ability to make more. So this ain't even about the watch. At the end of the day, why it's smart to even put the 10K in the watch is worst case scenario, all else fails, you could sell the watch for the same price.
You know what? I like his messaging. I think he has some point in it, but on the other hand, I'm like, if you're early 20s, like, you can also spend it on adventures, to be honest. You know, the thing is, right, back in the day, I saved up for like going on a holiday and do this right. I remember going to Malaysia and spent a month in Malaysia and Kuching and stuff. And I had saved £6,000 or £7,000 sterling. All I wanted was to go Malaysia and travel around there a month. I am telling you now, that £6,000 or £7,000 doesn't even get me through the first 3 days of where I'm going. Like, I'm going to Geneva. I'm 5 days in Geneva. My hotel is already more than that whole month. Is that me with my spending, or is it just times are changing and prices increase? I am wondering that. But I would argue to say adventures and memories are irreplaceable. Objects are replaceable.
What if there was a mechanical watch where the entire dial displays the hour? I feel like this could be the ultimate jump hour, but that would mean a flat dial that changes its look into 12 distinct visuals, which sounds a little bit impossible. What if you stack 2 discs and the top disc has a wedge cutout? If you rotate that, you'd be revealing different sections of the lower disc, right? That's nice, but we want it to be a full screen visual, not just a wedge. So you could repeat this wedge cutout every 12 steps. That would ensure that as you rotate, you'd have unique visuals up until 12, and then it would start over again. Went into Illustrator, I mocked it up, and it looked pretty awful. It did not look good. Like, here's what a 12 would look like through that window. You can barely read it. So we needed higher resolution. Instead of every 12, for instance, what if it was every 4? Well, in that case, it would look like this. That looks great, but how would you do that? Thought about it some more, and what if you stack multiple discs? As long as each disc has a gap in one of its 4 spots, you could line up those gaps and you could see all the way down to the lowest disc. And through different combinations of each of the discs, you could kind of work your way up, showing different parts of each disc all the way up. So I started putting it together in Illustrator, I designed it out, and it actually worked. Here's how it looks once I bring it into Photoshop and rotate it little by little. I can display each hour independently with these 5 layers. And actually, the way the math worked out, there's a 13th position, which I'll show you what I used that for in a second. Let me show you how it could look on a real watch. I added some color, obviously, a nice gradient, added a single minute hand in there that would go around. You also notice there's 2 pushers in there, so that's where this 13th position comes into play. If you press the top pusher, it switches to the 13th position, which is blackout mode, so you get no number in this position. However, the bottom pusher, if you press and hold that, it would peak the hour that you're on, and then when you let go, it snaps back. If you want the hours to go back to just being always on, you can press the top pusher and it goes back to normal mode. So let me know what you think. Did I solve this problem? Is there something more elegant? I'm not sure. I kind of like it though.
This is mechanically so complicated. There's 4 discs. You need 4 individual power sources to rotate 4 discs. You can take that off the main spring, that's fine, but you need 4 individual positions on the center pinion. It's impossible to make. Well, it's not impossible. I know people. It's gonna be expensive, that. Unbelievable idea. I would love to own that. I would love to have that. Mechanically, extremely complicated. You need an hour gear, and that then needs to be corresponding to to one of the discs. And a gear train of 1 disc is gonna be a different gear train it's really it's doable, but it's going to take 6 months to a year to have an independent watchmaker to develop that, which will cost you near enough £1 million on R&D, and then you also need to make it. Unbelievable idea. Love it. Near enough impossible, I think.
I think Drake might be the first person to ever diss someone with a bar mid-interview.
I've never seen someone ice rosé, but...
You've never seen someone ice rosé?
Mm-hmm.
Well, talk to every jeweler in Miami that has fake diamonds.
Really, they do that?
Drake. What a guy. Love Drake.
Nobody got that joke.
It's the AP that I'm rocking.
Wow. Can I stand up?
It's the one that I referred to as lemon pepper. This is greenstone.
That was peak Nico Leonard. Huh?
I am fuming. That's a fake.
Mate, I look horrendous, by the way.
The Rock.
Could we not have done this differently, maybe, and thought about how the I look like? And look at the sheer size of me, mate. Look at the sheer size of this fat bastard. Mate, I was 3 times the human.
That was only 2 years ago as well.
That is insane. How are my teeth?
What? It's not a real watch. That watch was only produced twice, 1 in 30.
People are saying that my teeth are bigger. They're not bigger. They're the same teeth. They're just more noticeable because they're white instead of yellow.
This is probably not the most complimentary angle.
It's mad. I have seen this video going on the internet. I haven't watched it, so I'm really excited.
For this time of the day, but who cares? We're just here to talk about watches. Now, I'm not going to show you my entire watch collection. that would take quite some time because I'm...
Can we make that happen? Do you think we can reach out to Russell Crowe?
He owns part of Muff Liquor.
In the town Muff here in Ireland.
Do you know Muff Liquor?
No, I know Muff.
They have a liquor company called Muff Liquor.
I don't know that, but reach out to Muff Liquor or whatever. Find a way, make it happen. If Houdinki gets this first, you're fired.
I'm a little obsessed and have been for a long time. This is my current rotation. Don't be rating this. This is my current rotation for the Southern Hemisphere summer. I got this one because I wanted my tennis doubles partner and I at the time to have the psychological edge of wearing matching watches. This is the Omega Seamaster James Bond 60th anniversary. It wears beautifully, man. It just sits on the wrist like it's this Milanese strap. I have rediscovered the comfort of them and I just really appreciate this watch.
Class watch. Don't like the color though.
Speaking of Milanese straps, this one is from a micro brand out of Zurich in Switzerland, and this is the Maurice de Mauriac. It's one of the Rally Master series, and this particular one is the Wimbledon. Again, really easy to wear, feels great on the wrist. Speaking of tennis connections, I wore this one at a particular tournament earlier in the year, and it got a lot of attention. There's just something.
Speaking about tennis watches, shoot grabs the big guns. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna buy that in the next month. It's the turquoise Daytona. Unbelievable.
Something about the Tiffany blue that really gets to me, and what I love it.
I didn't expect that to show up like.
Because if you wear this with a suit, whenever it sort of sneaks out from under the suit sleeve, it always draws people's eye.
I'm buying that today. I want that. I've looked at that watch for so long, but it was so expensive and it's dropping a wee bit in price, and I think that this bottom out's all right. So now it's time for me to go ahead.
It's a beautiful, beautiful watch. I love a Daytona, but this particular combo is just something that's very special. But my actual daily at the moment, I was working in Montreal and I saw this in a magazine, and I went to the big Montreal watch store there, the Chateau d'Ivory, and I asked them if they could get it for me, and they managed to. This is the Tudor in flamingo blue. I reach for this pretty much most days of the week.
Own that. I have that.
Now, it just sits great on the wrist. Love wearing it. Has a little bit of personality to it. And the combo, particularly with the Jubilee, you know, the strap, I just love that a lot. Bracelet, I should have said. Now, I sort of put this one into semi-retirement a few years ago because it does scream for attention. But this is the Sky Dweller.
Holy f***, we need to do a video! I didn't expect that. That's the solid gold Sky Dweller with a blue dial. On my wish list for this month and the next coming months is the green dial Jubilee bracelet Sky Dweller, the gold one.
There's something about that color, the rose gold, the fluted bezel. It really is a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. But if I've been having people over for dinner or going out, a lot of the time lately I've been reaching for this. Jaeger LeCoultre. This is the world timer one, so it has this beautiful little complication on the back. But if I'm wearing this, I never think to flip it over because I just love that face. The watch that has really got to me this year, if I'm going out, if it's a special occasion kind of.
Still the Milanese. He needs to go and buy the solid gold Jaeger LeCoultre Milanese bracelet. That's what he needs to get. Unbelievable watch.
Has been this. The Rolex.
Platinum, 1908.
1908. Now this particular one with the Guilloche dial is the platinum ice blue and chocolate brown strap. As you can see, it's very thin.
Unbelievable watch. There's one currently for sale at prideandpinion.com. Go there now.
Again, it's very elegant, has an open case back, and I just absolutely love this watch. I love wearing it. Anyway, so that's my current rotation. Probably a little bit too much, but if you love watches, you love watches. All the best.
I never knew that Russell Crowe was a proper watch guy. I love that. Russell, would you like to design a watch together with me? Make a watch happen and bring that to the world. We'll call it the Russell Crowe.
The Gladiator.
The Gladiator. I have some ideas.
Hermann
Göring. What the hell is that? The Hermann Göring. What is that? That's not funny. I am trying to get Russell Crowe to make a video or like he's a watch guy. He's a watch, and I never knew that. It's class. Russell Crowe, Mr. Crowe, need to do a video. I want to hear the stories of your collection. I want to hear it all. Let's make it happen.
Why is that not my yacht? Why am I looking at peasants?
Hello, it's Johnny.
Johnny, where is...
This is one of those fake calls, isn't it?
Johnny, where is my yacht? I'm at the W. I can see the entire circuit from my room, but I can't see my boat. Where is it?
This is so fake. It's really annoying me.
I need it in my videos. I've got content to post today.
Okay, well, I hope you have a nice room, which is all set. The boat arrives tomorrow. You haven't chartered it until tomorrow, so...
Yeah, Hublot doesn't surprise me. Everything is fake. Fake phone call, all to gain engagement, all to promote a business. Fake call, fake bullshit, Hublot on a wrist. It's always the same people. I just hate bullshit. Show me your real calls.
Let's find out which flex hits harder, a luxury car or luxury watch. What's a bigger flex, your car or your watch?
I reckon the car, mate.
What's a bigger flex though, your watch or this car?
This car, you can grab the money and buy another one. This one, you can't rebuy it.
So you're saying the watch is a bigger flex?
Correct, that's what I think.
So you're saying...
It depends what watch it is, of course.
Cars is a much bigger flex than watches. You'd rather own a nice car than a nice watch.
Rather Lambo than a Rolex, man, but, you know.
Yeah. Good story, bro, but I'd rather have a Richard Mille than a Lambo. So you need to compare like for like here, will you?
What would you say is a bigger flex? One of these cars or your watch?
Well, the biggest of it will be cars, all right?
Cars?
Yes, 100%.
So it's definitely better to have a car if you want to flex than a luxury watch.
Yes.
He's wearing an IWC over his sleeve. I like that. It's funny. I actually like that vibe.
You have nice watches, wear them daily. Don't lock them up. These are things like...
RM67, lovely.
Life is short, and I promise you, if you're an investment, I know a guy, he like literally bought every car and he saved it, and when he died, his kids sold everything for nothing. Like nothing. And he cherished them. He didn't drive them. He didn't put miles on them. He didn't want to wire his watches. He didn't want to scratch them. Scratch them. Drive them. Break them in.
F your kids. I love wearing my watches, mate. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely couldn't agree more.
We're not gonna sell anybody no bullshit watch like this as it is. We're gonna take it apart. Holy shit! And someone's taking a hit. What the?
Someone throwing shit out of the window.
Do you sell this watch?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 47th Street, where you should never buy your watches or jewelry. I think it's the biggest scumbag scam place in the world.
What's the problem? Would you like to come speak or talk across the hall? You sold this watch to a customer. It's a re-engraved case. This isn't the original engraving on the Rolex.
What it is, I got it from the dealer.
Okay, would like to sell it back to you or figure out some kind of thing here.
Basically, the watch is fake. It's not a real case. They replicated the case in real gold and engraved the previous serial number or a made-up serial number on the case. That's what happens on 47th Street. So it's real gold, but not a real Rolex case. The case is not made by Rolex.
Customer paid you $9,000, $9,300.
Okay. How can I buy it back? What are you talking about?
I don't understand. What am I speaking in a different language? Customer came in to trade this in for us.
Okay.
It has an issue, right? The case is fake. It's re-engraved. We kept your name out of the whole story. We didn't let the customer said the name, but we blurred it out. So we're bringing this to you, giving you a chance to buy it back at a normal price.
We got this watch from a dealer.
So do you want to buy it back, or are you telling the customer to kick rocks? You sold $9,300. Would you like to buy it back at $6,500? Would you like to buy it back at $6,500? No. Okay. Nick's Fine Jewelry, gentlemen.
Nick's Fine Jewelry. Ladies and gentlemen, I sell you a fake watch for $9,300 and I don't give a what happens after. Nick's Fine Jewelry, 47th Street, avoid at all costs. I actually like the vibe how he confronted this, but the guy is also on 47th Street. 47th Street is the hell. It's hell on earth. You should never buy a watch there. I would have ran in with cameras and all sorts of people here giving this customer their money back right now. Yeah, bring tracks.
Where's my money, motherfucker?